And a 5, 6, 7, 8.
Are we
Perfect.
live? Are we live, boys?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Boom. Welcome to Hustle House, guys.
I'm Hoss.
And I'm Hill.
And I'm Avitas.
We have a very special guest this week.
We got our boy Avitas here. For real.
Am I looking at that one? Yeah. I just want to know where to point.
Yeah.
Just don't look at the TV like we always do and be like,
Yeah, that's why I was like, I want to know where to look.
Yeah, these
Like eye contact.
the wide one, the
or
single
me
one.
right in the eyes.
Yeah, no, that's for later.
Specifically.
Yeah, I like that.
So welcome, Brian,
Yeah,
a.k.a.
my name
Avitas.
is Brian, yeah. I DJ under the name Avitas.
And speaking of Avitas, I remember the story you told me about how that name came to be, which absolutely was a...
That's always a fun. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was just in high school and bought a bag of weed, and my dealer didn't know what the names on them were, and one of them said indica and one said sativa.
Yeah.
And I could not think of a name for the life of me, and I had a gig coming up, and I was like, oh, can you do them backwards? And the indica one sounded so stupid. It's just acid in. That's all it is.
Like what the
Yeah, and then I was like, sativa backwards is Avitas, so like that sounds kind of cool. So I rocked with that for a long time.
I thought it was really cool, and I didn't even know what it was until you told me about.
Every time
That
I play
story.
a show, 'cause when my logo would be up there, it literally just says Avitas in like a little cool font. And someone will come out, at least one person will come down at the end every time, and they'll grab me because they'll always be like a little messed up, and they'll be like, "Dude, did you know that your name backwards?" And then I'll grab them and I'll be like, "It's okay, I know."
Yeah.
Yeah, I do know.
Yeah. I've been told. Well, I mean, that's how do you handle that? Like, yeah, by design, as intended.
Yeah, and then the
Yeah,
second
there's
I
things
got
you
bored
said.
of it and I wanted to change it, it started to work. It stuck with everyone. And I was like, well, oh, great.
Yeah, you go out and people are introducing you. Hey, this is my boy Avitas. I was telling you about. And you're like, I guess I'm.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
I'm
then,
stuck
you
with
tell
it.
people, they're like, where did the name come from? They're like, oh my god, I love that. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I thought it'd just be something like, again, it was just something like dumb in high school.
Yeah.
And it ended up working out pretty well. Yeah.
That's, I mean, happy accidents are always the best way things happen.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's how you name things.
Yeah.
You said you had a lot of pets. We were talking earlier. I mean, like, how'd you name half your pets? It's the same thing. Like, Garfield because one's orange. You just. I mean, it just. I don't know.
Literally, yeah, we had these two cats actually when I was growing up, and one was orange and white, and the other one was black and orange. So we just named them Harley and Davidson.
Oh yeah, nice. Perfect.
That's genius.
Yeah.
I mean, just perfect.
We had a.
Oh, perfect.
Not the
I'll
same,
show
but-
myself the door. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's over there actually.
Yeah. When I was growing up, I grew up on a farm near Prescott. And we had a rooster, and it was one of those roosters. It was like by its breed, but it had like this crazy fucking hair, like on its head, and it looked like it got shocked. So my sister was like, "Let's call it Sparkplug," and it was like the coolest. It lived to be like 14, and Sparkplug like defended like the chickens against coyotes. Like Sparkplug was badass. So
Sparkplug's an awesome name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
like
lot-
name goes with the territory.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that.
just had so many pets growing up as well, and like you have to, and every name's stuck.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, that name's gonna be dumb. 3 years later, it's your favorite cat.
Yep. I mean, my first cat that we adopted that was literally a stray used to shake a lot, so we named her Shaky.
Shaky.
Now,
Right?
do you guys have preference? Are you guys more of like a dog or a cat person?
I mean, I was
Preference on
always a
that?
cat person until Keiko, but she's basically a cat and dog.
It's like a
she's
cat and a bear
she's a
dog.
dog running on cat software.
I've always been both. We like I grew up like breeding dogs with my family, and that's great. I love dogs, but really, I'm a cat. I have a cat, and they're low maintenance. And I think I read on Twitter somebody tweeted the other day like people that don't like cats, and of course this is like an extreme example, but people that don't like cats like don't understand like unconditional love in some certain ways, because like a cat will never respect you, but it will love you
Yes.
for feeding
never-
it.
see, like-
And so you know what I mean? And so like, but a dog will always love you no matter what.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I'm just saying, like a cat's an earned trust, and it's very interesting having cats. But I love dogs.
Yeah.
Love dogs. Like cats are a fun experiment though.
I can go both ways.
Yeah, see, I never thought about it like that because I've always loved cats growing up.
Yeah.
And there's always been like a small like hatred towards cats that
Mhm.
I've noticed. So whenever I hear people say they don't like cats, I'm like, you just have a small IQ, obviously.
right,
Like,
you
you're
just-
not,
you
you're
just-
not there yet. It's fine. Like,
It's fine. It'll either happen for you or it won't. And you know, God bless.
Yeah, we won't judge you, but we might judge you.
You know, we'll pray for you.
Allegedly.
So,
So, Ryan. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, like, what are you playing? Like, what are you gonna play today? Like, what are you interested in? Like, what I mean, like, what's your favorite style? What are you like playing right now? I mean, most DJs play everything, but
yeah, I'm playing a lot of just like, I always play like a lot of like tech house and
Mhm.
like house. Like, I like anything that like, I like groovers and bangers, if that makes sense. You know what I
know
mean?
exactly what you mean.
Yeah. So like, today I got like, way too many tracks
Mhm.
for the amount of time I'm playing, so I have no idea what I'm gonna play.
So you're
It's the
prepared.
best way to go into
A
it.
little
You're actually.
over-prepared, yeah.
I know there's no such thing.
Yeah, but
That's
I got a lot of groovy stuff. I got a lot
Cool.
of disco-y stuff. I got a lot of like techie stuff. I got a lot of stuff that's just like, like I can't stop moving. Like I got a lot of stuff today.
Nice.
I got a lot of unreleased stuff today too from a lot of other artists I'm really excited about.
Word. Awesome. We love an exclusive on the show, guys. We
Yeah,
love an
no, I made
exclusive.
sure to get some treats for you guys.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, baby.
Good to see.
Wonderful, man. Yeah, I can't wait. But let's see. Like, what are you doing now? I know that you were like I met you at Barsmith at BFF when Steve was playing. I think.
Yeah, that had to have been
Were you
many.
still a resident?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so that was,
That had to have
God,
been,
that
yeah,
was-
many
that
years
could be
ago.
4 or 5 years ago.
Oh yeah. I mean, and I think I'm pretty sure like just through the grapevine, I think we're friends on Facebook or some shit
Oh,
like that.
absolutely, yeah.
But there's like and I mean everybody is. That's just
Yeah,
that's
so,
how
yeah,
you.
I-
That's how
the
you.
industry is.
That's before you get introduced to somebody that you have to go through that process
Yeah.
first.
I saw a DJ post that. They're like, are you one of the DJs that is victimized by adding like the other 1,200, 2,000 DJs on ruining your Facebook account? And I'm like, yes, I am.
Yep, absolutely. I don't know half of y'all, but I love some of y'all. Like I love some of the hustle, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Not all of the house.
No, it's not. Well, I mean, hustle's a part of my vernacular.
I'll show myself the door again. Goodbye,
Wah,
guys.
wah.
Where's the?
We need to build you like an eject button. So you just like,
Just get him out of here.
Ejector seat.
At least like a secret button, just boop, and just have some guys like paraglide in and just come get you. Sorry,
Get
guys,
swatted.
sorry. Get swatted. We're gonna swat you. They'll leave us alone, but just totally go after you. That's funny.
Oh yeah, so Brian, like, when did we first meet? Like, I know it was definitely through BFF, but that
no,
had
it
to
actually
have...
wasn't through BFF.
Wait, it
was
wasn't?
at Barsmith. It was through Drip Drop.
That's right.
Yeah, because Drip Drop was actually like that was the first time I ever DJ'd outside of my house when I moved to Phoenix.
Yeah.
And what was it? Yeah, I reached out to them actually, and I sent them a mix. And they were like pretty interested in it, and they just they were like, "Come out, here's your time slot," and blah blah. And I think you were DJing with them that night, or you were DJing upstairs or something. But
Could have been either or.
yeah, we could have met there. We could have met. Maybe it was a BFF night. I mean, like there's been too many drinks and lots of other things that happen between now and then.
I mean, it's a Friday night.
I just know we
like-
met in that building.
Yes, we absolutely
I
did.
know we met in that building.
The rest is history.
Because I mean that was kind of how me and Eric first met. Was kind of as well through Drip Drop. We had a release through them, Booty on Duty.
That's right. It was I was with the Wash guys, and we were friends with Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon reached out to us and was like, "You guys should check out this guy." And we knew you knew Watson, who was a good friend of ours, and we were just like, boom, and it clicked.
Yep.
It was easy. Yeah, but we had an awesome release. Booty on Duty was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Who did the master that Drip Drop did for it was so good.
Oh,
It like made me stand up straight. I was like, wow, I got to get my shit together. Because the difference was so different. It was
Forgive me
so
because
much
I'm
fun.
so horrible at remembering all this stuff. Which project were you in or are in?
I was one of the co-founders of Wash.
Oh, so you the guys with the duck helmets.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
duck helmets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I was one of those guys for a long time. They are still going. They're a secret project. I've just taken a step back for this and doing some other stuff with life.
Cool.
We bought a house. Wash is playing so many shows.
Yeah, I just saw they played like Mexico or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they set that up, and I'm like, you guys are freaking animals, man.
That's
like,
awesome.
like I can't keep up. So, and I didn't want to like hold them back. So, God bless them. Love those guys. Always have. Always will. But yeah, that's what I was doing for a while, and then Brandon Marks got us in touch.
B
Yeah.
Marks.
B Marks, shout
So-
out.
Yep, good dude, man. Good dude.
Indeed.
It's actually sad though, because we were just talking about BFF
Mhm.
like 6 years ago, and it just ended.
Yeah,
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago. It was the
Yeah.
last BFF.
that's the end.
I played for like 3 hours and lost my T-shirt.
I mean, that's how you know it was a good night.
Yeah, one for the books.
Definitely.
One, yeah, absolutely. I mean, and you gotta just cherish all that it is. Sometimes it's, I mean, every punk rocker says, like you better, it's better to quit before you, get
Burn
bought.
out, yeah.
Before you
Yeah.
get bought by the system or whatever. So it's pretty great. I think that I think it ended on a high note.
It did. Like,
Yeah.
It's a huge bummer for sure. I know
It's the beginning to something new. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. It's closing the door
they're
and
not
opening a
gonna
window.
stop having
Yep.
parties. They're just not going to be there.
Yeah.
They'll
Mhm.
probably be under a different name. I mean, I don't want to talk for them. I have no idea what they're going to do.
Oh, I'm trying to talk to them. I'm trying to get those guys on this cast because I want to know what they're doing next.
Oh, yeah.
Steve and I both do. So we want. I'm very curious because I've known those guys for a long time too.
Yeah, there's so many good memories that we made there, like between
Yeah.
all of us. I mean, I don't think any of us would be where we are right now without a lot of those experiences.
No, I met so many people there. Like a lot of people. Yeah.
No, yeah, everybody went through. Every DJ in town knew Barsmith. Everybody went there, and every every DJ that came through Shady Park that like was on tour, they knew Barsmith. Everybody's been there.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Gosh, I saw Treasure Fingers like 5 feet away from me at Barsmith, and I couldn't
That's what I said. I
believe it
saw
wasn't
one
packed.
of the craziest DJ sets I ever saw was on the rooftop. It was Carrie Chandler.
Yeah,
It was a 5-hour Carrie Chandler set on the rooftop. Yeah.
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, Barsmith was one of the first clubs I ever went to, if you can call it that. I mean, it's a club for sure,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it's
it's
a
got
club.
a different vibe than that.
It's a nightclub. It's just a little dirty.
But it was, yeah, like it wasn't even there.
It's got charm.
Wasn't even BFF going on back the first time I went. I think it was like 2007, 2008, like right after I turned 21. And I still remember it vividly because there was nothing like that in Phoenix at that time.
Was it called Sticky Fingers before that?
It was either that or, I mean, Solstice was still going on. So
Well,
it
that's-
might have been.
Solstice was Saturdays, right?
whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever that. Okay, I'm really happy they changed that name. That was a good move.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
No, well, I mean, that was this dude named Will, and then he moved to L.A. But he was throwing parties all over Phoenix since like 2006 and on. But that was the guy that like he kind of had to know to get a gig. And gosh, did you ever go to Filthy Phil's?
Uh-huh.
Man, Filthy Phil's was cool. Those guys threw shows too. Craig Citizen, those guys, they were awesome freaking dudes too. And they turned dive bars into dance floors, and it was so fun. And back then,
Oh, yeah. And they were doing like the blog house parties and
yeah. That's how I started up.
Yep.
Was I was playing Bloghouse with those guys for a long time. So that's how I met Ben from Future Syndicate, one of the guys from Dusk, and that's how that story starts. So yeah, a lot of the Bloghouse times in Tucson. I played Hotel Congress every Thursday
Oh, nice.
for like 4 years, from like 2007 to 2009.
That was the first venue I ever went to when I went to Tucson.
Yeah, Tucson. It's a rad bar.
It was cool, man.
It is.
Well, everybody hung out there. I've hung out with Korn there. After the show, they just show up. Franz Ferdinand, the band, came one time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was like, we're just like, what the hell? And they're like, yeah, Franz Ferdinand played like 20 minutes away at the amphitheater or whatever.
Rialto, maybe.
Well, Rialto was like next door,
But
but
yeah, I'll across the street.
Across
There's
the street,
a
yeah.
mirroring building across the street. Yeah.
but yeah, fun times. There's the history of dance music in this state, I think is pretty interesting. Someone should write a book. think it'd be great.
Even Tucson being like as small and like as weird as little place as it is, it has some pretty cool like music behind it.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
does.
Absolutely.
Like,
It's
I've
a
been.
big hip hop town.
Yeah. Also, like again, like I've seen some pretty cool shows there.
Mhm.
I just saw was at Dusk Festival back in November. There, I saw a bunch of cool acts there. They had like Jimmy Eat World and a bunch of old.
Yeah,
stuff.
Jimmy World.
Oh, one of those guys went to my high school.
It's actually really weird to say that Jimmy Eat World is old school, but like it kind of.
Oh, they totally are.
I used to go see him at Nita's Hideaway in like 2001.
yeah.
Like, and there would be like 300 or 400 people there. And like they just hadn't hit. They had hit. I think Clarity had come out, their big
Oh,
album. But
that's a great CD. I
Yeah.
had that, and what was their big one?
Bleed American.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was
It was
It was a
that,
moment,
that was
whatever middle was on.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It just takes some time.
that one and like the Sweetness.
Sweetness was on their first album.
That was on their first album.
They
That
re-recorded
was
it.
a banger.
They
Yeah,
re-recorded
yeah.
it.
Such a banger.
Yeah, they got the rights to their first album, all that shit, I think, and they re-recorded it. They're from here. They still live in Mesa.
Yep.
No shit, I did
Yeah.
not know that.
Yeah, they still live in Mesa, and they're as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I've heard from last. But yeah, a lot of my friends in town from the punk rock scene, they know
Yeah.
they know those guys pretty well.
Ben
Ben knows them really well.
Ed Linton
From
was the
Dusk.
guy that I knew that went to my high school. That was the younger brother of the
One-
guy.
One of them.
Yeah, whoever Linton.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
I don't remember any of their names anymore. That's a bummer. Dude, I haven't thought about Jimmy World since Dusk, and before that it was 20 years, probably 15
Yeah.
years.
Pretty
But-
good performance, honestly.
They still hold up.
Yeah, they're great dudes.
Yeah.
Wholesome band. I mean,
Actually, now I'm gonna have to go buy all their albums again. Thanks, Brian.
You had a Goodwill, man. I get CDs there all the time for 99 cents.
Oh,
I just got an ATB CD from 2002 for 99
Oh,
cents.
shit.
At Goodwill.
ATB was actually one of the first like electronic music shows I ever went and saw.
Wait, I like where we're going with this. What was yours?
what?
First electronic show, just house music, dance music.
Oh gosh. I saw Frankie Bones on a rooftop in Tucson.
Oh wow, that's
And,
cool.
Yeah, my buddy Eric took me, I think, and it was insane. And then I saw and then we were listening to I was listening to a lot of DJ Irene and shit in 2001 too.
DJ.
Oh,
And Richard Humpty Vision, stuff like that. And one of them that Eric really liked, my buddy Eric, was Tall Paul, and we went and saw him at some club in
Nice.
Tucson. That was probably my first one.
Are you from Tucson?
No, I'm from Las Vegas, but I went to school in Tucson for a little while. I was in a band that was kind of touring after high school. I graduated in 2000 from high school, and we moved to Tucson.
No shit. Okay.
And so yeah, and then
I've only been there twice.
to Tucson.
Yeah.
Tucson's cool, man. It's a lot different than it used to be. It's
Yeah, I was
starting to
gonna
look a little
say,
more
like-
Scottsdale than it used to
Yeah, the
be.
first time I went there,
20 years ago,
the-
not so cool.
Obviously, I mean, the first time I went there, it was all black as a night, and we
Mhm.
were definitely on a bunch of acid and stuff. So it was kind of just like we went to go see a synth pop concert. You're at Contrews.
Nice.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he makes
Contrews.
a bunch of like vaporwave,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
synthwavy shit,
I like
really
it.
trippy music. Yeah, and we went out there at like midnight to go see him, and then drove back the same night, so we couldn't really like see everything around us. But it when we that was in 2014, 2015.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And then going back in November, it looked so different.
Yeah.
I felt like we were at ASU. Like it had the modern college town vibe.
Yeah,
you should have
there's
seen it in 2007.
or even before then.
Yeah,
I mean,
before then.
Hotel Congress was like the only thing hopping, and then there was a club called Heart 5, which was like a lot of scary dark buildings between the two on the same street. And we'd bounce between those two, and then there was like a diner that was open 24 hours a day. That was awesome.
Been at Tucson twice, and every time I come home, I don't think it's real.
Yeah,
I just think it's like South Phoenix, and there's like a lag gap that's like 2 hours when you're driving. You're just stuck in the same place with the roads moving type thing.
It's
yes,
just
yeah,
flat.
yeah.
It's just South
everything's
Phoenix,
the same.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's the same. Like Las Vegas is kind of like that too.
Also, my favorite thing about Arizona is in between Phoenix and Tucson. Like
Mhm.
the only thing in between Phoenix and Tucson is an ostrich farm
Yeah,
And
that
some
is
outlet
connected.
malls.
that is connected
not
to
anymore.
like
Oh, yeah,
no,
that's
literally,
right.
like when we just drove
Forgot
there,
about
the
that.
only thing there it was on the I want to say it was on the west side of the freeway.
Mhm.
It is an ostrich farm, and then connected to that is like this weird alien exhibit.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah, it's
I-
like the
I
only
think they
thing on
have-
the entire drive there.
I want to say they have emus.
Something
Yeah, I
as
think
well
I think they have
at the
emus as
ostrich
well.
farm.
I think they do.
Sadly, I was the only person that was like really enticed and wanted to go do that.
Oh,
Everyone
dude, I'd be
was just
down as
really-
hell.
I was like, we're literally just going to Tucson. I was like, let's go see these ostriches.
Every single time I've driven by, it's either been I'm way too tired to go, and I just want to get the hell home, or it's like I'm running late for something. Like we gotta be on in like 30 minutes. It's like
Yeah.
one of those things, and you're
Like-
still 25 miles out.
You never specifically make a trip to go to the ostrich farm.
We should do a family trip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
we
the
should.
ostrich farm.
Yeah, let's go on a field trip to the Let's do a Hustle House.
Arizona things, guys.
Yeah, Hustle House trip to the ostrich farm, and then potentially Tucson after that, and we'll just come back and have fun.
No, let's keep going. Let's go to Yuma.
Yeah,
You
let's-
know?
Ooh, Yuma's
Let's do the
actually
whole
fun.
just southern Arizona. We'll go to Nogales.
We'll
Yeah.
chain just there's a chain of places we can just do this huge circle. We can hit Bisbee.
We can get
Oh,
like real
I
paletas.
love Bisbee.
Bisbee's great.
Bisbee is
we can
great.
do we can go to Blythe.
Yep.
Blythe is crazy.
yeah.
Dude. Blythe is desolate. I think there's like a missile factory there,
I'm down.
an
Let's-
Albertsons, and
Ooh,
like.
Can we go see the missile silo in Tucson?
Is there a missile silo? You know what? Do
Yeah.
you know there's an on the far southeast side? There's an entire, and you can drive right through it and kind of see it. There's an entire like old graveyard of like all these planes.
See,
Oh,
I was about to
I've
mention
been to
that.
that.
It's because when you're driving to Tucson or California,
Mhm.
it's like right after you leave the valley.
Right.
Yeah, there's like a
It's
gas
a-
station, and there's like a
Oh no. I'm
there's like a
thinking,
Del Taco or like a QT, or there's like a little
Mm,
taco
Yeah.
place and like a gas station and like one little outlet, and then there's this whole graveyard and like museum. Of
Yeah,
just like old
there's-
That's
airplanes.
all planes are just.
And there's that
stocked
like
up.
painted giant UFO and shit out there. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's a bunch of weird stuff out there,
It's
man.
like 10 miles it takes to drive through it. It's,
Some,
it's
like,
pretty cool.
I was thinking
There's
of the
Joshua Tree out
Pima
here
Air
and
and Space
stuff.
Museum. But
Get it together, man.
The Pima Air and Space Museum. I don't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
know where that's at.
it's
down there.
it's just right outside of Tucson. But
That-
no,
there's a bunch of
I know
weird
the
stuff out
graveyard
there.
you're talking about.
Yeah, it's way on the other side of town.
Yeah. No, that should be that'll be a good hustle house goes on the road.
Yeah, if we ever you listen in Tucson, let's get a show booked. Come
Yeah.
on, we got it. There's the three of us are coming. We're coming for you.
We want to see UFOs, planes, and
But yeah, it's partly a show, but it's mostly to go see the UFOs and stuff. So we can be real about that.
and some good Mexican food.
And some good Mexican food. They got some great places down there.
Oh, have you ever been to Francisca's by Day and Francesca's by Night? I think is what it's called. Francisco by Day, Francesca's by Night.
It's a restaurant down there?
Yeah, it literally looks like it's in a house.
No.
It's so good.
Yeah. Take me there. I'll
Last
take
time
you.
I can't recall the name of it, but last time we were there for dusk, we went to this vegan joint,
Mhm.
and we walked up to it and we looked at the outside of it, and we were like, it's questionable, but we'll go check it out. And we walked inside, and there was this 5-foot mural of Guy Fieri eating there,
Yeah.
and he signed the picture, and we're like, approved.
Yep, that's how
We
you know
just
it's good.
immediately started ordering food. Yeah, it was great.
Dude, I've heard he's such a nice guy. Like,
I believe that.
I
absolutely
always-
believe that.
You're crackling.
oh, sorry,
You're
I'm
really
booming.
deep. You're really
I'm booming,
deep.
baby.
Yeah, you're crackling my mics. Sorry,
Um,
I'm just out. I'm sorry.
No, I feel like I want to meet him somewhere I feel like he'd be even fun to meet somewhere like Las Vegas, even like as busy as I would be.
Yeah.
He'd still be like the coolest guy there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
You're like, hey, and he'd pay attention to you. He'd be like,
yeah,
"Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
attention. Yeah, we're like, hey, bud, take us somewhere. We'll buy. I'm sure he'd take you. I'm positive he'd take you.
If he's not doing anything, why wouldn't he?
Right.
Because that's what I would tell him. Be like, you have to give me a reason right now why you shouldn't come to a restaurant that I'm gonna buy you food.
Right. I mean, like, I need to be challenged here, bud. I want you
Yeah,
to like
I'm sure.
really dig deep inside that brain of yours, and I want you to think of a place where I want my mind to be blown. I came here for this, and just see what Guy Fieri says.
take me
He'll be like, yeah, you got
to
to
Flavor Town.
take me to Flavor Town.
You end up at the freaking Gordon Ramsay fish and chips thing.
Have you ever been to any of his restaurants?
No, we actually when we went to EDC back in October,
Mm-hmm.
and we were thinking about going to Hell's Kitchen
Mhm.
while we were out there, but like that's something that I didn't know this. You have to like when you reserve your hotel and like plan your Vegas trip, that is when you get reservations for Hell's Kitchen. Like
Right.
the reservation time out is like insane.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just like walk up and wait an hour or two. Even like you need to get a reservation for that. You won't sit.
Yeah, I've never been. We
Yeah, but like it's not even great. It's not the food is not worth that.
I agree with you. I mean,
Yeah.
like I already know his foods. I've had better food than his. I already know that I have.
I haven't even had it, but like that's what I'm saying. We've never even been there. But like the fact that, I mean, you're paying like the people. I'm sorry, I can't even talk now.
No, it's fine.
I'm all frustrated. I feel like Gordon Ramsay now.
I
We're
know.
talking Hell's Kitchen, like, ugh.
He does shit to your brain, man. He does shit to us.
Yeah, no, but the reason you have to get a reservation and stuff, it's not the food, obviously. You know what I mean? It's just the fact that you're at a Gordon Ramsay. You're at the
It's
one.
an
Two,
event.
You're at Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, and it's
Right.
like. I mean, I'm sure there's other good places in Vegas to get food. I always luck out on that when I go to Vegas.
Oh,
I
man.
can't find good food in Vegas. I find good breakfast food all the time.
Yeah.
But like as soon as like we have a couple of beers now, so we want to eat dinner or something, it's just like $40 for like plastic meat. I don't even know how to describe it as.
Yeah. I'm my girl and I are quite quite interested in like we spend like probably half our money on going out to eat and food. I've been in the service. I was in the service industry for like 20 years, working fine dining and shit like that. I'm a wine sommelier. Like I'm a picky bitch, and we'll go to like nice places. We went to Vegas for her dad got married, and we went to Vegas, and they got reservations at Hell's Kitchen. I'm pretty sure. And it was whatever the nicest one was, but we're like, oh, that's great.
Can we go to
Can
Hell's
we
Kitchen?
can we go? And they were like, nah, like there's no way you can get in. Like they don't take any walk-ins at all. We're like, oh shit. So yeah, they're like, we got to do this way in advance. So I didn't know it was like months in advance. But you're probably right. It's like getting tickets to like Price is Right. Like you have to plan around that.
This was like right after the vaccines were initiated and stuff. You know, this was August of the same year. I mean, October of the same year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that's why there was a 2.5 month wait when we were there in October. So I imagine it's around a month or two still, maybe at least a couple weeks out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely something you want to do when you plan your trip.
Yeah. Like tickets to a show or anything. Yeah, I totally understand. In Vegas, I'm not a gambler at all. If we go to Vegas, it's literally because we're going to a wedding or we're going to eat. Pretty much
I've only been to Vegas for EDC.
Oh, okay. Was EDC ever, I feel like I recall like EDC being like more downtown area. Was it ever like that, or was it always out at the raceway?
No. So like, when EDC started,
Yeah.
it was in Los Angeles
Mhm.
at the Olympic Coliseum. Yeah. And then in 2010, these two girls passed away from like substances out there, and they were underage or something like that. It was something along those lines.
Yeah,
but
I didn't know that.
yeah, the city was just over at that point.
Wasn't that they passed the whole like rave law ordinance or
Yeah,
something
that was
like
because of
that?
that,
Like
yeah,
no
and they-
gloves, no.
Yeah, and that's why they weren't
anything.
allowed to hold EDC back there, and the whole Southern California rave laws went crazy with that act you were talking about. Yeah. So they moved it to Vegas, and it's been at the Speedway since like 2011 was the first year it was at the Speedway.
Oh,
Yeah.
2010 was the last year it was in Los Angeles.
Yep.
I'm actually up for I'm going this weekend.
It's already happening, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh shit.
How
It's
far
almost
did you have to
June.
how far did you have to plan out accommodations for like hotel and shit like that?
We don't have a hotel booked for this weekend, if that answers your question.
Sleep in the
and
car.
we're not camping. No, we're getting a hotel, but like, yeah,
Flying by
we-
the seat of your pants.
it's gonna be like we're probably gonna get it on like Thursday and like drive out Friday. People always freak out about it. I've never had a problem getting a hotel in this ship, and it's not like you don't pay more. I mean, like sometimes you actually get a deal because they want to book the room the day of because no one else is gonna book it. I've gotten a bunch of deals doing that.
A lot of people bail all the
Yeah.
time. Like they make the reservations and
Just never show up.
yep.
We stayed at when it was in October, which God, I wish they would do that again. It was so much nicer outside. It's gonna be a boiling pot again. But
Crazy they're doing it in the
we
summer.
stayed at Treasure Island, and we were able to move into a suite for the same price that we paid for our room because the suite they didn't show up or something like that. I didn't ask for details. I was just like, give me the cool room, you know.
They're like, yeah, you already sold it. You're giving it to us for free.
Yeah.
Stop
They
explaining.
paid, we paid. Give me the luxury spot. Yeah.
No, that's great. I was gonna say, like, don't discredit downtown, like Circus and those places. They still got clean beds. You know what I mean? I know it's like not the cool spot in Vegas, but it's closer to the Speedway.
Mostly.
I don't know if the beds at Circus are clean.
Yeah, I would.
I'm more of an Excalibur guy for cheap.
I would
It's
go
like
to
$70 for 2
Fremont
king size.
Street.
You can get a
No,
room-
that's what I was suggesting.
you can get a
Don't
room
go
in
to
the
Fremont.
Stratosphere for like $16-20 a night.
See, that's bad. That's great.
It's not a bad hotel. That's the first time I ever went to EDC. That's where I stayed. It was nice.
Stratosphere.
I've been to Stratosphere, Treasure Island, and what's that other one? It's next to the Excalibur. What is it?
Mirage?
No, it's on the
Oh.
other side,
The
Um,
Luxor,
the right side of it.
No, Luxor's across the street, I think.
not the pyramid.
No, it's the Luxor.
Not Paris, is it? New York, New York?
No.
I don't remember anymore.
You know, anyways, most of these hotels, I've been to a few of them.
Mhm.
They're pretty similar. I mean, they're not crazy. I
No,
mean,
they're all-
like you got to pay like thousands of dollars to get that kind of experience.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
You're just looking for a place to crash, really.
Really?
At the end of the day.
Yeah, you're not gonna hang out there.
Yeah.
No, just that you just need an air conditioner.
Yep.
That's all you pretty much need.
I understand
bit
the
of water.
point of camping. I'm just a city boy. I like going back to the hotel.
That's why you gotta go
the
glamping,
clean
y'all.
shower.
I mean,
Going
showers.
down to the hotel with my 21s, you know, in the casino and just being like what can we do?
We used to bust out nickels and just play nickel slots in the middle of the day at like some of the cheaper places, and they'll serve you free shots.
That's what
I mean,
literally
that's
what I was
the
gonna
way
say.
to
So, yeah,
game
you go out
Vegas.
with $20 and you drink $60 worth of liquor and you lose the 20, and in your head you're like, oh, I didn't win anything, but you did. You won.
Oh yeah.
You won.
All you got to do is take
The
care of your
casino won
waitress.
and you won.
Yep.
I mean, like, you got drunk for $20. You could have paid $60 for that at a bar,
Easily.
and it was only
Like,
$20 worth of alcohol anyway.
You just give them like
Yeah,
flip the
you
waitress
throw
a five
them
every time.
you throw them a 20 on the first one, say keep them coming.
Yep.
And she'll be like, all right.
And then she'll start bringing you shots. And then her name is I can't remember because she gave me so many shots, but she was a goddess.
Well, she
Until
loved it.
5
She was great.
a.m.
She took
And
care of
then
you until she had to kick you out of the
Me and
casino.
my friend jumped into a bush, and that was a terrible idea. We
In
don't
Vegas?
speak. Yes.
Oh man.
I've been trying to. That's been like a big goal of mine recently. Is I've been trying to travel a lot more for
Mhm.
music and trying to experience like other places in music more often.
Yeah.
I just went to San Francisco for a week. That was the coolest. ever. It
San
was so
Fran
cool.
is awesome.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of shows. Saw like one night we saw DJ Boring and Disclosure played at the Bill Graham Civic Center.
Nice. Yeah.
That was awesome. Or
Was it
Bill
full
Graham
on
Love
like
Disclosure.
auditorium. Yeah,
Mhm.
really love Disclosure too.
Mhm.
They did that, and then Friday we saw Richie Houghton at the
Yep.
Halcyon.
nice?
And then,
Perfect.
yeah, it was my second time seeing him, and the first time I saw him was actually at EDC, and it was badass. I mean, and Richie
Yeah.
Houghton at EDC, don't get me wrong,
He's a fucking legend.
but it was so much cooler seeing him in a 400 person capacity club.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that
It's
was
got that
was like
intimacy.
the limit. You know, that was so cool. He played for like 4.5 hours. It was so cool.
Nice.
And then we went back to that same club where I'm talking about Halcyon in San Francisco.
Mhm.
And we went back there the next night and saw Seth Troxler. Insane. Yeah, and that was the night
What a
before
good
Easter.
streak.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. And then like that was the night before Easter, and then we just went. We got to spend Easter in San Francisco too. That was really cool.
Nice. Beautiful freaking weather in April.
Oh man, I definitely want to spend a few years of my life there before I die.
And
Yeah.
Really.
I really love like San Fran, NorCal is just such a beautiful area.
I haven't been in about 10 years, but I had a wonderful time. It rained the entire time, but it was still like the best experience. So
I
great.
actually went in August with Sean Watson.
Mhm.
We
Oh,
went
that's
to,
right, yeah.
I mean, Sean Watson was with me last time I was there. He was there with us like last month when we would see Disclosure and stuff.
Nice.
But we went to see Kink.
Oh,
That was probably one of the coolest shows I've ever seen in my life.
fuck y'all.
Yeah, that's how me and Sean met. Actually, was I was playing a drip drop set downstairs at Barsmith, and I played a Kink track.
Mhm.
And I was only 18 years old or 17. I think I was 17 years old at the
That's
time.
right. We had to book you through the back.
Yeah, and I was playing a Kink record.
Allegedly.
And he was doing his rounds around the club, and he walked downstairs to go to the restroom or something. And he had heard me playing Kink, and he like double took the DJ and saw that it was just some kid, you know what I mean? And he started laughing his ass off. And he just ran over to me and introduced himself, and he was like, "Meet me upstairs when you're done DJing."
Yep.
And I told him, I'll never forget this interaction because it was just so funny. And I told him, I was like, I'm not allowed to go upstairs. I actually have to leave when I'm done playing, you know? They just let me come here and
He's
play.
like, ha.
Yeah, it was like my second or third time playing there. He literally, he starts like snickering at me, and he's just like, I didn't ask how old you were. I just asked if you could meet me upstairs when you're done playing. Chill out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was just like, all right, yeah, he's right.
He's
Yeah,
like,
no,
"Yeah,
I went
why
up-
are we talking about this? I'm just asking you if you want to come upstairs."
Yeah, no, I went upstairs and met him, and then he taught me how to use CDJs and everything like the very next day.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
We hope to have him on soonly.
Soon. Yeah.
Because
Some pressure, Sean Watson.
he's also same thing. Reason like we wouldn't be doing this right here, right now, without a lot of Watson in our life.
Yeah, he actually just reached out to me. I'm playing one of my shows. I'm playing in June. He had booked me for. They're doing the Walter Studios as one of the new Walter location.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing there. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah,
Nice.
another great group of people.
Ooh,
We did half a podcast on Walter Crew the other day. So
I'm also playing with Disclosure next month. I'm really stoked about that.
Where at?
Oh, man.
Same place?
No, at the in Scottsdale at the Talking Stick.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The pool party.
Yeah.
pool party.
Oh, yeah, because it's almost pool. Oh, it is pool party season. Who am I kidding?
Yeah, that's
God
funny.
damn, it's
We were
hot
literally
outside.
driving here and we passed this pool. There's like this rooftop pool bar
Mhm.
right down the street over here. Have you guys seen that place?
Yeah,
The-
it's on Camelback, I think.
Yeah,
right?
Say Win and like the Lulo or whatever.
Yeah.
the
The
Lula place.
Lalo. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
Lalo.
But we keep driving. We've drove past it for literally the past 2 years and we haven't gone there. We're thinking about hitting that place up. It looks sweet.
I've heard it's pretty damn cool.
A couple of my buddies do Saturdays and Sundays poolside there. or like it's the ground level part of it. It's a ground level pool. I think we're talking about the same place.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's an awesome cocktail bar.
Yeah,
I mean, it costs you nothing to
that's
get in.
exactly what it is. There's no cover to get in. You just pay for your cocktail and you can enjoy the pool.
Yeah, and
you
you
don't even
enjoy-
have to buy drinks. You can just enjoy the pool. I mean, they seem pretty friendly there.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. I think we were there for an hour just to say hey to some DJs that we knew, and we were in and out in 15 minutes. Had one drink, no questions asked. They didn't care. It was cool. It's a vibe. You
Let's
know,
go do a podcast there.
let's go see if they'll let us.
Sit
I
in
would
the
love
pool
to.
and have the camera stick out like just over the water.
Exactly. You just set up a cabana. Just be like, y'all.
Let's get a little float table and we can just do it in the pool.
Ooh.
Get one of those like dad floaties with like the beer cup holders on the side of them. Yeah.
Precisely.
We'll get headsets so we don't have anything touching the water. Bluetooth headsets.
Waterproof.
That's great. We could get waterproof ones. Look like like Fisher Price ones, like kids ones. Just
Yes.
big plastic ones. It's just like
Exactly.
it'll be cool. Be like robots.
All right, Avitas, though. What else do you have coming up aside from what you just mentioned?
Yeah, when's the
What are you
disclosure
working
gig?
on?
When's the disclosure gig?
The
Tell everybody.
disclosure gig, I haven't announced it yet, but it's on June 18th.
June 18th?
Yeah.
Shh, nobody talk about this.
The show's been announced. They haven't announced direct support and all that fun stuff yet. So
Okay.
yeah, but that's my next show.
Well, we'll just release this pod the day that you announce.
Yeah.
There we go. I mean, we can do that.
This is the announcement now.
Okay. This is the announcement.
This is
we
the
ha-
announcement now.
we have another exclusive
Wild,
announcement.
Wild West.
That and then the Walter Studios is June 24th.
Mhm.
That's gonna be one of my first headlining slots since Bar Smith. I'm really excited about that.
Nice.
Radical man.
Yeah, I'm really excited to check the new spot out
Me
because
too.
I've heard there's been a lot of work put into it, and I spent a lot of time there, so I can't wait to see the transformation.
Can't wait to see what the Walter guys are doing.
Oh yeah, they do great things.
They do
I
great
got that,
things.
and then I got like a bunch of music I'm working on right now. Obviously, I mean I've been doing that forever now.
You've been producing too?
Yeah, I got
Word.
a bunch of records out right now. Actually, look me up on Spotify. Check me
Yeah.
out.
Give me your plugs.
Check me out.
No, plug your shit.
On Spotify.
Where can you
Spotify,
find?
Avitas, it's sativa backwards. You should be
Sativa
able to spell that.
backwards. SoundCloud. Look for the mullet. You can find it.
Yeah.
Rad. You got any releases coming up soon? Or are you just kind of working on shows for the beginning of the summer?
I have nothing confirmed right now. I actually haven't released a song in almost a year.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to just
Just do things in waves.
quantity over quality type thing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. But actually, unironically, I just had like this morning 2 different record labels reach back out to me about tracks. But
Rad.
that's that's one of my favorite games on the planet. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
You just put those little sprinklings out there, and
Well, it's easy. I
Yeah.
mean, what a lot of people I don't think realize about labels is that you can just send them shit. Now,
no, a
whether
lot
or
of
not
people-
they get back to you is completely up to how good you are at making music. But you can just send shit to people.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, the worst thing you're gonna hear is a no, and you can just send more tracks. I mean,
Yeah.
like I've had so many people ask me how I've gotten on some of the record labels I'm on, and it confuses me. It's just like you just email them.
Yeah, I know. You just
Yeah. you just send them
you
shit.
just do it. Same with like when Wash was doing really good with labels and stuff for a long time. Like people were congratulating them so well, and we're like, dude, it's not that hard. It's just you gotta, and then they're gonna come at you. Some places come at you, and you're like, oh wow, this is a huge label. They're emailing us back, and then they say, oh yeah, you got to pay us $1,500 for everything, and you can get on this label. And we're like, holy shit! So this is a pay to play
That
thing.
seems like a scam.
No, I mean
Yeah.
it happens everywhere, and like some people fall for it, and some people don't. It's
Oh
it's
no,
up
that's
to you.
happened to me before. I had actually the first record label I was signed to. It was on a compilation, and then
Mhm.
I wanted to really push for that like EP or that single. And when I reached out to them and sent them more music, they sent it back, and they were like, "We like the song, but we don't like the mix on it. And if you want to redo a mix with us, we have to send it to our studio guys, and it's gonna be like all this amount of money and blah blah."
Mhm.
And I was like, "No, you guys just said you like the song, release it." Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like it didn't make any sense.
No,
to me.
they're
Yeah,
that's all full of shit.
No,
They're all
yeah, and
full
then
of
I
shit.
sent it to a different record label, and they loved it, and they signed it, and I was just like, I mean,
It
Yep.
literally sounds like
Everyone
people
has
trying to
preference.
grift.
Yeah,
like,
it's just like I just even if they really did want a different master or mix on it or whatever, it's just like I feel like there's different ways to approach that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, and not
Instead
not
of-
talking about how, to the artist how much it's going to cost.
Yeah, maybe just I mean
Yeah.
like politely ask them to redo it. Maybe like tell them how they want it or something like that. I don't know. Like I did it myself. It wasn't like I paid someone else to do it. You know what I mean? Like it was just weird concept in my opinion for record labels.
like I
Because
said,
that was a smaller label that I've been on, and I've never encountered that with any other label.
yeah, it sounds like. I mean, it literally sounds like a grifting scam, almost like just trying
Absolutely.
to prey on young
Trying to keep your
producers and
label
DJs
afloat,
that
yeah.
don't know what they're doing. There's like, oh shit,
Throw
yeah,
a damn
if I-
party like everyone else has to. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yep.
it's more fun that way, at least. Fuck.
No
Yep.
shit. At least it's more fun.
yeah,
You know, it might be more work, but at least it's the work you want to be doing. I don't know. It makes me want to start a label, but you don't really have to do a whole lot to start a label. You just
No.
start fucking releasing music your way.
Yeah.
And with most labels that I've seen and everything that, I mean, like I've probably signed 25 to 30 contracts in the past 5 or 6 years for songs on labels, and they're all take 50% of nothing.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen. And you don't, that's not how you make money. When you go out and you put your songs out on labels, what's great is that you're sharing the support of what the fans of the labels. It's kind of punk rock right now with smaller EDM labels. It's kind of cool, man. Back when Fat Records was out, I've listened to anything on Fat Records because it was Fat Mike's label from NoFX.
Mhm.
I was a fan of the label, not the bands. And it's kind of like that again. So when you get your song signed, you're splitting the profits for a smaller label, at least. You're splitting the profits to share in their exposure. And what you do with that is get more shows and make more money.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why people should put out music and they should stop worrying about it. And if you think that you are, one of my things that I talk to a lot of producers about is, I just have trouble like finishing things and like being good with things forever. I'm like, then good, then water it down and put more stuff out.
And
Mhm.
freaking self-release music.
Yeah.
Don't worry about labels.
Self-release, yeah.
Bandcamp is a huge thing right now.
Dude, not only that, but
I know something that makes me laugh is it's not my most streamed track, but it's like my most gross track out is a self-release record.
Yeah.
It's my only self-release record.
it's because you're making everything from it.
Yeah, it's pure music. The labels weren't interested in it. I thought it was a good track. You put it out. You put music out you love.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. It will, and if you can make money on it, great. But if you can't, at least you love it. I mean, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Money should be secondary. Money should be a treat. The art should be first, always. I mean,
Why are you making the music?
why? Yeah, really. If you're making it to make money, then just sound like everything on the radio.
Then you're
I'm
playing.
sure you could be successful if you do that.
If you're doing it solely to make money, you're likely paying to play, and there's sadly too many of those artists in this industry.
Oh yeah,
But
there is. Or you're putting yourself in front of people. Like there's circuits. Like we can go play a bunch of private parties and stuff like that forever and make a ton of money. No one's ever going to remember us.
Yeah.
We're just the DJs at the party. We're
Yep.
not getting anywhere. We're not putting our mark out. We're not doing those things. So, I mean, if you're out there releasing music in the first place, you're already not doing it for money.
No.
Because there isn't any. There's none. It's all just a stepping stone for people to remember you so that you can get shows. But look at A Craze, man. A Craze is a great example of being nobody 1 second and then I'm not going to say nobody. I don't know his entire history, but he went from I didn't know who he was, and I was digging crates for 5 hours a day at that point, trying to help, with you and I were trying to start this project up when we
Yeah.
started a couple months ago. And A Craze was there, but then TikTok put A Craze on EDC Mexico 6 and 7 months later. You know what I mean? Like that guy was in his bedroom and now he's at EDC.
That's
Yep.
the guy with the Do It To It
Yeah.
track. Yeah,
And
okay.
that's good for him, man. Like I saw what he was playing at EDC Mexico, and you should check out a set on YouTube. Like he's playing songs that aren't going to be out for like 2 months. And it's because, and they're awesome music everybody's sending him because everybody's got eyes on him.
Yep.
So that's, there's a lot of opportunity, but you have to kind of see that the whole game is a game, and the people with the money are the ones that are in charge, and you are in charge of your art and your art only. And so if you want to make money, you're right. You're paying to play. I think you're pretty much right.
yeah, I mean, at least the certain types of producers that go about that route. However, like you said, the A crazes, like if you are good and you're
Yeah, he's good.
quality,
He's just good. I don't think he's trying to do
you'll
anything. but
get
be good.
recognized.
Mhm.
Like that's the end of the day. Like you always have to make the right connections, and there's always got to be a little bit of luck involved.
A little bit of luck, yeah. TikTok was the big magic wand that he had on this.
But
you know, and that's great.
If you grind and you grind and you grind and you have a quality product,
What's in your cup over there?
This one?
I see you staring in it.
hopes and dreams.
Almost
you can't
too
have
warm.
something you don't have.
No, almost. Yeah, right. It almost too warm White Claw. And I'm debating whether or not to just throw it out or
Pound it on the
Come here.
pod.
Come on.
let's go, boys. Yep,
Get
all
in there.
three.
Yeah, get in there.
Oh, I'm gonna the entire thing. No,
No, he's the only one that has
You
to do
just
that.
poured one. I just had a warm shot.
So anyway, something else that I just found out about. It's one of my I have a track on CRT Records, and they had just reached out to me and told me that one of the tracks I have with them is going to be on the UK hit love game show Love Island.
Yeah,
Oh,
man. You got a placement.
Yeah.
That's now that you start that. It
Also,
can
there's a
waterfall.
new season of Love Island coming out.
plug those promos. Like and subscribe.
This is
that
not
how
a paid
YouTube works?
advertisement.
He's already signed. He's already signed contracts.
This is not a paid advertisement.
NDA.
NDA. So that's fucking rad. That's really great. Yeah, placements are pretty much like what. That's pretty much my next step. I have a buddy that's really into that. He basically writes jingles and just makes shitloads of money all across the world. And that's another thing too, is that you don't have to like be in a Cadillac commercial or an Apple commercial in
Yeah, you know,
America,
like,
man. You can be in one in Ecuador and still make $1 million a year. There's all kinds of different things that you can do with your music. And
Japan, Korea.
those are heavy markets too.
I'm not gonna say anything else. Just gonna.
Or just you know, like all across the world. Like, you can, they're trying to sell Korean cars that we've never heard the brands of, and you can absolutely be like one of those guys. Have you ever seen Lost in Translation? One of my favorite movies.
Oh yeah, Bill Murray.
Bill Murray's this famous guy, and he's trying to do
Special.
Japanese commercials for whiskey.
Yeah.
And he just has to sit there and just drink it and act like he's doing whiskey. That's what the whole movie's. Well, that's why he's there. But it's just, you know, there's all kinds of stuff like that.
I miss that dude.
Fucking Bill Murray.
Yeah,
Wait, why do you miss him?
He hasn't been in any movies recently.
I mean, that's,
they just canceled some movies due to some controversy that I
I
don't
thought
want
you
to
were
get
like
into.
saying R.I.P. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh no.
No, he's still kicking. He's still doing Bill Murray things.
No, I'm sure that he's being choosy with his movies.
He always is. He doesn't
Yeah.
have an agent. Like he literally has a voicemail.
He's 100% himself. Yeah.
If you call Bill Murray to try and book him for a movie, it goes straight to his voicemail.
That's awesome.
And yeah, you leave him a message, and he'll be like, I guess.
What's your favorite Bill Murray?
I really like Groundhog's Day
That was a good one.
and OG Ghostbusters for sure.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm still Life Aquatic.
Still have not seen that movie.
What?
Slap
It's
me on the face.
it's probably
Yeah, no,
probably
my
my
wife.
favorite movie.
My
of all
wife
time.
would-
Now you guys have something to do later.
Yeah.
We'll cuddle up. I'll get the blanket and you can
Ooh.
pop some popcorn for us.
You big spoon?
I think you're taller than me.
All
I'm
right.
thinking of just. I mean, I'll big spoon you.
Is that what it's about? His height?
The Life
Maybe.
Aquatic with Steve.
I
is
like
a
to be spooned by short
sow.
people.
You can put the kernels in between you guys and pop them with your body heat.
Oh.
You can have fun with it.
Ooh.
Not that I've ever done that before. I'm just
We
saying.
really
you
need
guys can do
sound
that.
effects on this
I actually
podcast.
wonder if you
Bring,
can.
bring, bring,
Oh.
bring.
Yeah, a little.
Just like Google sound effects on your iPhone and hold them up.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah, you can probably get like.
Damn it.
There's probably an app that's like a little APC that you just go.
yeah, it's called soundboards. We
I'm
can
about to say I could try.
wait. Get out the Arnold Schwarzenegger soundboard.
Oh my god, I haven't been on that. I
Those are
got,
fun. Those are
Oh,
especially fun.
come on! If you want pizza or French fries, come on! You're gonna get
out killing pepperoni.
you're gonna get 9mm bullets.
Remember that video on YouTube where they did the Arnold Schwarzenegger voice, and it was him some dude was trying to like order pizza,
Yeah.
and it was a voice.
They were using the sound. They were using like the soundboards of him. He's like, "Get to the chopper." He's like, "What?" And he's like,
Oh.
Sorry, I'm probably out killing pepperonis.
Oh, I got so many laughs out of that. That
Oh,
had to have been
man.
like 2007, 2006, 2000.
Dude, that era of YouTube was crazy. I remember like daily, me and my brothers would watch the end of the world video.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
like-
yeah. The world.
So here is the world. It's round.
Man, I haven't seen that. Yeah, it's been since.
Man, this is where we need to like overlay images of, bam, old school.
Yeah, all those
YouTube
cringy ass videos. I love that shit. I love the ASDF series.
What was the
I like trains.
the Newgrounds?
Oh, I love Newgrounds.
Dude.
Newgrounds is like, it's either like discontinued or it's just shit now. I forgot. I was trying to check it out a couple weeks ago, actually.
That was the
Because
biggest...
I went on like Cool Math Games, Addicted Games. I was going on like all of these old ass sites. I played like Balloons Tower Defense. Yeah, I was playing like all these. I was so stoned in my room just playing all these dumbass games. It was fun, honestly.
Did you ever play any putt back
Yeah,
in the day?
absolutely.
Putt goes to the zoo.
I was playing that. I was playing like Stick RPG. And then we were the little blue stick figure walking around, just like living life.
Hell yeah. We're going on a deep dive.
But
on
remember
the
like
games.
Thing Arena? You were like the little
Yes.
dude with the guns walking around and shooting like zombies and shit.
Yep. Man, there's
That's a
so many
bunch of
good.
those games, man.
What was it? Shockwave is what it's called, or Flash back in the day. Shockwave. OG Shockwave.
Wait, so what era was all this? I didn't recognize one thing you guys said.
I forget that there's an age gap.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's like 3 years older than me, so it's like not much, and you're like much years younger than me.
There's an age gap.
There is. It goes,
Yeah, I'm old.
We're in order. Yeah, we're in order. It's fine.
But I mean, like my daughter's 20,
Ah.
so
I could date your daughter if that gives you like the reference on how old I am.
okay,
Yeah.
fair.
Allegedly.
Well, yeah. I mean, nobody's hooking anybody up or anything, but okay. So
That
I mean,
sucks.
like, I think what I'm trying to say is like I figured she was definitely younger than you, and like I mean I know what I watched her grow up, so I knew what she was into. I mean,
Yeah.
she kept me pretty freaking young,
But
you know.
you never did
I'm like
any,
the end of a
online
circle. Like
games,
kids that are like 2 years younger than me, like they don't even know about a lot of the stuff that people my age knows about. There's this
That's
weird
true.
this weird like median that happened right after I turned a certain age.
No,
Yeah.
it's the same with me because I'm like right, like for me, I was born in '82, so it was either I was going to be, which I'm technically like the oldest millennial.
Ugh.
So I'm like 6 months into like when millennials kind of started, which was like 1982, late 81. But it all depended on whether I was going to be X or millennial, depending on how like my parents were and how they raised me. My parents were young. My parents were like 19 or 20 when they had me. And my parents took like my mom was listening, like blasting Mariah Carey out of the car and stuff. Like we listened to like cool music.
Every Christmas.
You know, I mean now. God bless Mariah Carey. I'd take your money, girl. I love that shit.
She
I
in
was
the
so
bag,
happy.
did her thing, and I love it.
Dude, she had. I don't
Where
think
has she been since then?
No, she was
Still taking that bag.
I think somebody around Christmas asked her on Twitter, like, and she responded. She's like, they were like, you know, Mariah Carey has it like so crazy, like she nobody hears about her, and then all of a sudden for like 1 month she makes like 10 million a year, and Mariah Carey chimed in. She's like, add another zero
10
on that
10
song.
trillion?
No, well, 10,
Yeah.
like more like
100
million.
That's actually that was about to estimate. That
One?
makes sense.
Yeah, and she's like, no one.
100.
That's why I'm quiet,
Like
because
the
fuck
largest
y'all.
corporation are using that song in their commercials.
Yeah, Macy's is licensing. Dude, every car company licenses it.
As long as I don't go to the club and hear it, I'm fine.
No. If anybody plays it at the club, you're 86. You're banished. You're done.
What if we do a Hoss and Hill remix?
No, we're not doing a
Damn
hospital
it.
mix of that. I do the mixing and mastering. I'm not signing off. I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll get to it. I'll just bury it.
Already been banished. Just
You've been
shovel.
banished. You've been banished. I'm getting up to get a drink. How we doing, boys? How are we on time?
think
We
we're
have
pretty
plenty of time.
damn good. We're at like 53 minutes, so we did far over 30 minutes.
Do
We didn't have a plan for that.
no?
No,
I mean, we
like
didn't
I
have a plan.
said, it's just a conversation.
We didn't have a plan in general.
No.
There's never a plan here at the Hoss and Hill Hustle House.
Except for
I didn't even know we were gonna start recording when we did.
like we do a little bit of this, and we do a little bit of that, and we do a little.
A little bit of empty, warm. Remember?
Yeah, go get a drink.
Oh yeah.
Cheers counts. So I'm gonna go get a drink.
And we're just gonna focus on Avitas right now. Look at his beautiful face.
I'm gonna DJ after this. I'm really excited for you guys to hear it.
I am too.
Talking to the mic. Sorry.
It's okay, Jamie. Pull that shit up. Salute, y'all.
So is this the you said this is this like the second time you guys have done like this version of your podcast with like the live
Yes.
like the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the second time we've done this.
Nice.
The first time we did it with Elise Sherbert,
That was one I sent
who's
you,
my
yeah.
girlfriend. So we did it with her. They go way back. Elise and Steve knew each other before I met her. So they had a lot to talk about. He taught her how to DJ, pretty much. So I mean, she does a great job.
I should have everybody I taught to DJ on this podcast.
I stay away
There'd be
from
at
her when
least
she DJs
3 of
because
them.
she DJs different than me, and she doesn't like to be talked to about her DJing. She doesn't like me mansplaining. But so I stay away, and she does her thing, and she's freaking good at it, man. She's good at it. It's your fault. It's your fault. That's why.
I'm sorry.
But, no,
I'm sorry.
But the reason why we asked her to be on is because she is really, really patient. And there was a lot of bumps and bruises on the first one trying to get things
Absolutely,
right.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like we're not camera guys, and we're producers, and we DJ and we turn knobs and we push faders and we
Yeah, we're not
You know,
YouTubers. We're figuring.
I mean,
all
it's
this
shit out.
raw and it's fun, and there's no moderation to it, so it's more fun to watch stuff like this, in my opinion.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I
me
watch
too.
a lot of
That's what we do.
podcasts.
I do too. And like, this is my favorite kind of style. Like, I'm gonna go, bam, Avitas face,
Bam, he's got a face.
bam, us face.
Booyah.
I was looking at the TV. I wasn't looking at the camera. I
Oh,
broke my
bam.
own rule.
Yeah, what you guys don't know is that there's cameras in front of us, but there is a TV behind that, and we keep looking at it because it's huge
And
and
it's
it's
a
awesome.
Probably see it in my glasses if you look at the reflections.
But part of the reason we heard what you guys were saying earlier, part of the reason on our first one that we're looking at this huge TV instead of turning it off is because we were too quiet.
Yeah.
So we can see like sound, like monitoring levels when we look up at the TV. So that's why I keep looking up, and it looks like this one's gonna be a lot louder.
Yeah,
So-
it actually looks like it's gonna look a
Bump-
lot better.
Bumps and bruises, healed. I think.
Yeah, I mean,
Hopefully, we don't have to do this again.
no, I think we nailed this one. Oh shit, I didn't hit the record button. Sorry, I'm just kidding. I will never stop.
He said
doing
that last podcast.
I
he's
say
gonna
that
say it next
every
podcast. He's gonna say it every
single
podcast.
podcast.
I mean, did you see my face when you said that for a second? Like,
We'll go back. Jamie, pull that back.
Rewind it.
All right,
Fade out, flip
boys.
it, and reverse it.
I got the mouse out. I think this one's on tap.
Cheers, Avitas. Thank you for coming, brother.
Yeah,
I can't wait
This
to
was
hear
an
you
absolute
DJ
pleasure. Because we're going to go fucking bump some shit.
and have some drinks
Yep.
and have a good time. Thanks for listening to the Hustle House, guys. We will catch you on SoundCloud for the mix. You're already here on YouTube listening to us.
Yeah, so
we-
you'll see the socials in the link.
Yeah, socials will be in the link box down below, the little area. There's
And,
also a little thing on your right. Looks like a bell or a subscribe button or something like
guess
that. I'm
you
supposed to
hit
be able
it.
to. They're telling me we're
Like
supposed
it.
to be able to tell you. We have to tell you guys
Yes.
about that part. So, anyways, peace out, guys.
Yeah.
Let's listen to Avitas play some awesome fucking tech house.
yeah, give me a follow. Check out the mix. It's gonna be tight. Lots of
It's-
unreleased stuff.
Yes, sir. Wait for it. It's coming. That's what she said. That's what she said. Oh my God, it's not working. Connect mouse.
Now you guys are actually stuck with this.
Oh, there we go. It only took like 30 seconds. We'll keep that in just because it's funny. All right, deuces, y'all.
This is never gonna end.
Oh my God, it's never
Yeah,
gonna end.
it's not gonna end. I'm sorry.
Seriously.
Why isn't it?
Technical difficulties, y'all. It's just because